Oh shoot. What is up, my freaking dudes? Thanks for being here. Welcome to another stream. Who was first? RTB, what up, dude? Oh crap, dude. I have to respond back to your message. My freaking bad. That's been my goal for this year. That's my goal, is to like get better at freaking. Dude, I get hit up so much, which I am very, very grateful for. Also, I'm probably really loud, huh? Sorry, dudes. Let me fix that. There we go. I get a lot of messages, and it's hard to respond to everyone. And I want to try my best to respond, you know, to as many as I can. And so, but you got to be patient with me. You know what I mean? Because you have to think, I'm getting messages from so many different places that I have to like, okay, let me go spend some time in here. And then I'll spend some time in here, you know? And so, and DMs on Discord, that too. David, what's up, dude? Are you back from your trip? Dude, I feel like I'm still loud. Am I still loud? There we go. David says the price of being fit. Dude, I am the opposite of what you just said. Yo, Ned. Right back at you, brother. Right back at you. I hope you're feeling all right, man. Hitting that compressor, is it really? Okay, it should be better now. Is it better? Also, let me see. Let me see. We got Neo in here. We got Whaler. What up, Whaler? What up, David? Henrik? S-Cat? Dead Tired? Oh, my guy Daniel. What's up, player? Realm? Croco? What's up, dude? Shane, my guy. Haven't been able to what? To hang. Oh, dude, it's all good. It's all good, Dead Tired. I'm just glad you're here now. You know what I mean? When you're here, I love it. When you're not here, it's all good. Negative 20°C. Right now, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's snowing. We didn't get much snow, but we haven't been getting much snow, but we're getting snow now. Relinger said I didn't take a couple business days to respond, and I have nowhere near the amount of people in here. Not yet. Fly Saturday. That's crazy, bro. I don't know how you would willingly go to the snow. I willingly avoid the snow. And I live in Colorado. Me and Daniel had this conversation yesterday. Keep Forest. Shout out Keep Forest. Love you. Freaking love you. Hope you guys are good, man. B Woogie, what up, dude? Alright, dude, so I usually like to give it a few minutes before I say what up, you know, let people get in here. But today we have a mix walkthrough. And what's cool about this mix walkthrough is it has vocals. And I know that's been like such a topic, man. And I'm sorry that it took so long, but your boy has to get better before he wants to kind of like show off what he's done. And, you know, I don't want to give you guys bad advice, but in the long run, you guys are seeing actively kind of like me learning, right? And so I'm showing you as soon as I learn sometimes. And so just know that, you know, things are going to get refined. This is honestly why I do the 1 month or mix walkthroughs every month, because I'm learning new things always. You know, if you're not learning new things, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, get your ego out of the way, dude. Stop it. And so we got vocals in here. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to give you my guitar mix chain. And so I'm going to show you my guitar mix chain. And then after I show you that, we're going to go into the mix walkthrough. Now, this is a Patreon exclusive. However, it's not expensive to join the Patreon, man. It's literally the price of a cup of coffee. And so you don't only just get the mix walkthroughs, you get a ton of templates if you're in Ableton, and pretty soon if you're in Cubase. We have presets in there, including this preset actually for this rhythm guitar sound is in the Patreon. I do monthly sample packs, which I got to get on that. And so there's a lot of cool benefits. A lot of cool benefits. Watch the walkthrough mixes on your Patreon, but I don't have the plugins you use. Do you have any alternatives? I think the best thing to do is, you know, if you see a plugin that I use that you don't have, or you know, maybe you don't have like the money for, then head over to like Google or like ChatGPT or something and say, what's a good alternative to this? You know, that's something that I have been trying to do, because I want to try to make like a free plugin mix template using like, you know, APPEX and some sort of drums plugin like Downbeat or Modern to Massive 2 or something that I want to put out. Like, these are my other goals. Make more templates, actual like songwriting templates in Ableton and Cubase. Put out a course. I want to try to do that this year, man. I really do. I want to try to do a beginner course, and I want to do a course of like, it would honestly be just me like showing you how I go from nothing to a songwriting template. And so that's going to be kind of a task, but that's in the pipeline, man. Who knows when? It could be December 29th, 2026. I hope not. But you know what I mean. Hey, Dead Tire, that's awesome. He says Patreon is more than worth, and you make a homie happy. That's all I care about, dude. Yo, El Micah, what up? Finally catching a stream again. Thanks for being here, man. What is Sisu? Are you trying to do that? Same here. I live in Colorado most of my life, and I don't care much for snow, dude. I'm saying, bro, I'm good. The Cubase version. Let's go, dude. All right, let me show you the song, dude. Who's that?
1 year of CB knowledge drops.
Birdie, I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute, dude, but you've been freaking supporting either way. 12 months in a row, dude. Thank you so much. Chris loves snow, dude. I mean, on opposite day, dude. All right, here's the song. Let me open some stuff up so you can see it. Some vocals, there's some synthesis, some synthesizers. Let's do this. It's probably easier to kind of like see what's going on here. This, yeah. Who's that? Ned Given 10 gifted, bro. Ned, you did not have to do that. But if you got one of those, make sure you say thank you, man. And that you love Ned. Because everyone loves Ned. And they should love Ned. Thank you so much, bro. Let's see. I love to join a Patreon, but I hate subscription. You have any one payment alternative? I mean, E-Woogie kind of said the thing, you know. And, you know, do what you got to do. I know times are tough. But that's why I try to make it as cheap as I can. Anyways, here it is. See if it works. Young Gun, hold on. Let me discuss this for a second. First of all, thanks so much for the freaking raid, Young Gun, my guy. Shout out to Young Gun. Hey, thank you for the raid. I hope you have a good shift. I hope that you don't get hit with any golf clubs or anything, bro. Thank you so much. You're the best. To Young Gun's audience, my name's Chris Baden. I am a producer. I mainly produce on stream. Metal music, of course. Just heavy music all around. But we try to do like some speed runs. We do community jams every Saturday on the Discord. And I don't charge for that. And so if you're a songwriter and you have no one to show your music to, or if you want some feedback, dude, Saturdays are sick. Today we're going to be doing a mix walkthrough. However, that's going to be a Patreon exclusive, but I want to show you what I have going on my rhythm guitars at least. And so, I don't know, sometimes I want to get for sure, dude. For sure. All right, Young, be good, man. I hope the day goes well, dude. Thank you again for the raid. Let me show you guys what we're going to be going through. Again, make sure you guys follow. I'm on Instagram and YouTube and all those things. You'll see a majority of my stuff on Instagram, but a lot of it was made here. And then, you know, I'll showcase it on Instagram. Check it out. Yes. This thing came out better than I thought, man. Way better than I thought. You know when you kind of like go away from something for a while and let it just kind of sit, and you come back and you're like, dang, how did I freaking do that? Because I came back into this session and I was like, I feel like I didn't really do anything, which is sick, you know? I wish I could see what that says, dude. Thank you, bro. Hopefully that's good. You know what I mean? It's always one of the best. I know, dude, for real. I didn't overthink it. Layer your vocals. I do. Technically, I do. Nothing crazy, though, man. I want the vocals to speak for themselves. Anyways, here's my guitar tone. Yeah. Here's with bass. I also have a sub in here. So that's just the band. Dude, you're going to be shocked by my guitar tone. It's nothing crazy. Well, so first off, as you know, some of you don't, I use MIDI guitar. And this MIDI guitar is AXURE, APPEX, AXURE. I was just using it. APPEX by Keep Forest. And this is my main guitar. This is the thing I use for everything. I love it so much. Sometimes I'll experiment with different guitars for clean tones, but the finger tone for APPEX, in my opinion, is like one of the best. Even when you go super low, doesn't have crazy like weird overtones or frequencies that you have to carve out. Like it's just ready to go. Now I'm not using the amp, as you know, I'm using the mix wave, but we'll get into that. But I just kind of wanted to show you really quick the capabilities of APPEX, because a lot of people are like, dude, how do you freaking like, how do you make it sound so real, you know? Well, it really comes down to the samples, man, the source tone, right? And this gives you a ton of capabilities, as you can see. And for this riff, we might be able to see, like, I believe I'm going to like this. We're going to like palm mutes and stuff. Let's take a look actually. And so AXURE 2 will be a contender. I don't know. I want you guys to decide that. You know what I mean? Because I've been testing AXURE 2 for a long time, you know? And it's sick, man. I'm glad they're finally on contact, you know? It's going to be a nice treat for all the homies. And the other cool thing is if you already have AXURE, you're going to get a discount. But again, and this is nothing against AXURE, because as you know, AXURE is OG era fingertone, which I love. But there's something about the fingertone in APPEX, man, that I just can't. I love it so much, man. I love it so much. And the other thing is the way that they handle different things, right? Like the string ranges I talk about all the time. This is such a cool way for a lazy person like me who doesn't want to program 4 strings, the forced string, right? Like I want to deal with it here, you know? And so anyways, oh, look at this. This might be a thing too. Let me see. Yeah. So check this out. This is the round robins. Also this. My bend range is all the way up because Thal, you know, and Doom, Argent, and all of those things. But yes, this is the guitar I'm using. Now, the other cool thing really quick is the designer inside of APPEX is really cool. Because if you click on the piano here, you have these different snapshots, scenes, riffs, if you will. Let's actually get the proper term here. Main. Scenes. So these are the different scenes. Now this is just the default, and so these are just going to be like a bluesy sounding thing. But you could see how it was made. But they have some really cool ones. If we go to riffs, and then we go to Cyberpunk hook, might be too slow, too fast. Let's see, really quick. Let me see if I can turn the frequency down so it's not actually the tempo. Let's go 0.5. Let's see. You know it's going mono and stereo? It's because of these chains here. You have the ability to go mono, stereo, and switch between the two. However, with the new update, you can automate this as well within the MIDI, which is sick. Anyways, I'll stop talking about APPEX. I just love it so much, man. It makes me sound cooler than I really am, you know? So APPEX is going into Mixwave Manuel Gardner Fernandez from Unprocessed. Now the dude is a G at G-tar, you know what I mean? But this thing sounds so, like, legit. It sounds so legit. It's so, like, I don't know. It just sounds like a real guitar. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Yo, Josh, what up, dude? We're doing the mix walkthrough with vocals, man. And so I'll have to send this to you. Hey, dude. Yeah. I have, so just to go back to APPEX really quick, I did a masterclass. It's on Keep Force channel in their live tab. And I also did an update stream, the for the version 1.1 update. And so those are going to be over on Keep Force's channel. And so if you want to know more. Anyways, this is the one I use, and I'm using the Bodan default rhythm. And I made these because at some point, I don't know if they already are there, but at some point, these are going to be a part of this amp in the factory presets. So your boy's name is going to be in here, which is crazy. But for now, if it's not, these are on my Patreon. And I'm literally using this. You can see there's no star there. And so I didn't tweak it. Like, this is it here. And so, again, for those of you who don't know, if I turn off the amp, this is what you hear. I'll show you that in a minute. And so it's just DI guitar. That's APPEX's DI guitar, so you can use whatever you want, or you can use the chain built in to APPEX. So with the amp, and I turned off my processing, which I'll show you here in a second. With just the amp, this is what it sounds like. You can hear that it's a little low gain. Lower than normal, which is sick. But I don't have any of this processing on. This is off, dude. I'll go off and then I'll go on. I'm just trying to fit it in the mix, dude. You know? Took a little bit of the mids out, just so vocals have more room to do the thing. But this amp is, dude, it's really, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's hard to replace it. Because it's so light, and it sounds so good right away. Vocals! Yeah, Josh. That's why I want to send this to you, man. Let me give you guys, for those of you just joined, let me give you another freaking contact check, dude. Here we go. Let me just tease you guys for a second. Again, we're going to be going through a full mix walkthrough of this here in a minute. Crystals in my veins, frozen still, can't see my hand, but I'm awake. This is a nightmare, but I'm... Oh yeah, let me show you that part. That part's sick. But I'm still here, still gone, still nothing at all. This one too. My shadow's moving without me, without me. Anyways, back to guitar. Let me show you what I have going on. So the first thing in my chain, dude, after this is IRDX. Now this thing is so sick. So there's a whole video about it, and they can explain it way better than I can. There was someone who ran it through Plugin Doctor. But in layman's terms, which including me, I'm a layman too. IRs, in the very, 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 basic terms, is just an EQ curve, right? But technically, they're quote unquote snapshots of, a cab being mic'd up and blah, blah, blah. However, it's just an image, right? It's just like a photo image. It just stays still. So it doesn't react to your playing. This was designed to move that IR to react to your playing. And again, I really recommend that I wish I knew it. I wish I knew the link. It was a while ago when I watched it. Kind of was the reason why I bought it. Anyways, they ran it through Plugin Doctor, and they played the guitar through it, and you can see it moves the IR. You know what I mean? It's like dynamic, which is like sick. I am using the built-in cabs because again, it's that sound, man. It's so sick. Like, that's such a basic, I'm going very basic with my tone. But then I have this. Now, it's going to be kind of hard to hear. The biggest place that you can hear it is like in the high end. But let me just show you. So I'm going to turn it off, and then I'll turn it on. Let me see if I can, because it's cool because you can see the speaker move. So let's do off, and then I'll turn it on. So here's off. I love it. I didn't touch it. I left it on default. You can go crazy. You can go up, I think, up to 150 or 200 or something. And you have the intense, right? Like, this thing is sick. And it's cheap, man. And again, it adds dynamics. It makes it feel a little real. Next thing, we have some EQ. I've been trying to not go crazy with EQ. But here it is. I am on the 12 dB octave. And so I'm not going nutty. Here's the 6 dB octaves. You could see the lowest I've been going is -4. And that's just this sound. Let's see what it is. That might have been something I heard in the mix. Now without this, it sounds like this. I'm just taking care of some things, And again, some of these moves were when the guitar was in, when the vocals were in there. I was trying to find that balance. It's crazy that how much, adding vocals to something is really going to affect your mix and your decision making on your mix. It's one thing to have an instrumental, it's pretty chill, you don't have to worry about it. As soon as you add a vocal, dude, you have to worry so much about trying to not overcrowd that vocal. Anyways, problem areas, for me anyways, 8.4K, 5.2. Let me go up here. Is it gonna work? No, it's not gonna work. Oh, there we go. 3.6, 2.4, 1.2, 400. And then this is kind of like a mixture. You could see it's kind of like doing a few things. Maybe this was like, I decided to do this rather than this. But, and then I did a hard cut. I'm not sure why I did that. And maybe I did that intentionally knowing that I'm going to get this phase bump here of the low end, because that happens. There's another plugin doctor video about it. It's actually great. I did this knowing that it's going to have that boost, so I can kind of like, it's like the attenuation thing, right? Anyways, let me show you these. It's still not that crazy, you know what I mean? Like that's the other reason why I love this amp, is because it doesn't like hurt my ears too much. Like in terms of things that annoy me. And so that's great. I added this little clarity boost here. And then again, let's see if I can like grab this. Corton, my guy, what's up, dude? 6 months in a row. Thank you, dude. Any specific EQ you felt moved more specifically in here because of vocals? Honestly, it's like in this range. You know, a little bit over here, but mainly like here. Over here, I'm okay with it because frequency masking and de-essing. Ugh. We'll get to that later. This here. Still doesn't sound that bad. Again, I was just trying to fit it into the mix a little bit more. Next thing I have, Renaissance Axe. Now, I'm not doing a ton on this, man. Kind of by design, right? I just want to kind of, because it's kind of riffy, I'm trying to like just kind of hone it in, keep it right there. Especially, again, vocals, man. Vocals. Vocals are number one. So let me show you off, and then I'll show you on. Again, we're just catching those peaks. Catching those peaks. That's what it sounds like to me anyways. Next thing is Soothe, man. And I use the electric guitar harsh preset. And I think I move this. I move this around, I think. And so let me show you what it sounds like. Let me show you what the Delta sounds like. We'll turn it off and then I'll turn it on. Just a little bit, you know what I mean? Blending it into the mix. That's literally all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to shape it like crazy because I like what it sounds like. Yo, someone just freaking joined the... Someone joined the Patreon, dude! Shout out, let me see. Shout out Robert, dude. Thanks for joining the Patreon, my freaking guy. Oh, what is this? Oh, shoot! My roommate just got Amalgamut on vinyl. Ooh! Is reverb on all the time? Thank you for that segue, dude. We'll get there in a second. Last thing, you already know, Phantom Center 2. Now, if you're new here, Phantom Center 2 is goated, and it's free. Cool thing about it is you're able to turn down the center a little bit. Now, this is even more important because we have vocals going on. And so I'm just trying to turn down the center. Now, before you type in, you freaking start to go crazy on me. What is that? It's not mid-side, okay? It's literally the Phantom Center. Go to their website, and it explains everything better than I can. But again, left, right, center, Phantom Center. I'm doing this. I'm literally going, boop, just to give room for kick, bass, snare, vocals, importantly. Let me show you. I like to turn this up just so you can see, or you can hear what's doing. It doesn't affect the tone too much, which is sick. Yo, Prog Fangirl, what up? What's going on? Now again, we're panning left and right in guitars, right? Hard left and right. There's still center information in there that I'm trying to bring down a little bit. Not completely get rid of. You could see I'm not completely turning it off. And so just keep that in mind, dude. You use this, you bring this down. There's the body of your snare, the punch of your kick, dude. Your vocals are all of a sudden like... And so try it, dude. It's free. What do you have to lose, bro? But let me just say this. If you use it, because it's a pay what you want, if you use it and it changes the game for you, throw them $20, dude. You know, throw them what you can. Because this thing, it changed the game for me. Shout out Colin. He's the one who showed me to this years ago. And I've been using it ever since. They actually just came out with a new update and another new update, so I gotta update it. Anyways, thank you for asking about the reverb, setting fire to giants. So this is something that, let me see where it's at. So it's this. I am automating that to happen only on that part. And all it is a stock Ableton reverb. Here's the settings. Nothing crazy. And then I'm using blockchain. Blockchain has been my thing recently, and I love it. I am using the destroyer and then an EQ because I like to add a little bit of distortion to that reverb, because without this, and then this is just kind of honing it in, some EQ and then some like saturation. Just so it like pokes out of the mix a little bit more. But there's like low end and there's like a all sound. I'm trying to get rid of that too. And so again, it's not that crazy like in the mix, but you know, it's there. Check it out. So it's not that crazy, and I did bump it up. It's like +5, just so I can get more out of it. If I really wanted to, I could just turn up, you know. Oh, that might be why. hear how, like, if I turn it up too much and it just gets blurry? That's probably why I left it there. But again, dude, simple chain, dude. Very, very simple chain. We have some coloration, some EQ, a little bit of compression, and then soothing it out, and then bringing it down in the center, and that's it. I'm gonna bring it up. I saw, because you get these comments, dude. I have an ad out. Should I say Mixwave has an ad out with one of my songs. And the guitar chain is very similar to this. And the comment was something along the lines of like, oh, I bet you there's so much going on with the processing. This isn't even like really showcasing the tone. And I'm like, I responded. I was like, bro, I seen the chain and it's not crazy at all. Because again, it's this. Man, I love Keyboard Warriors so much, dude. They're the best. They actually, I'm not lying when I say that. Because it kind of just goes to show, you know, the people who love to project publicly. And they got some guts to do it. And sometimes they're right. Sometimes they're wrong. But either way, it's nice to see it. It depends where your head is at, though. Because I could see, you know, if you go to the comments and someone like talks crap, you're just like, I quit. Don't do that, by the way. Yeah, it's not anything crazy, dude. It's very subtle. As much time mixing it. I know, dude. I know. I know what you're saying, Birdie. It's this, yes. You know, I have a story about me kind of being that kind of person. Not like projecting publicly, but being really like insecure with like, oh, I wish I was that good. You know, I'm going to quit sort of thing. I told it on Dusty's channel, and I'll have to tell you guys again one day. But the person who not publicly, I just kind of was in my own head about it, right? I met them and I apologized to them, and they had no idea because, again, I didn't say anything to them to like degrade them or whatever. I was just like so envious of this person. And I publicly apologized to them, like in person. And they understood, you know, they got it. It's so cool. And now he's kind of like a peer of mine, which is crazy, you know, but so much respect for him. Shout out Adam Bentley. Shout out Adam Bentley, man. Love that guy so much. Anyways, we all know serotonin sucks. Humility comes with that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Okay, so, dudes, that's my guitar tone. That's my rhythm guitar tone. I think the key things to think about is the relationship, and what I mean by relationship is like the volume between the bass and the guitar, but where both of these sit in your mix. Because this is what they sound like together. So keep that in mind. Find where your drums want to live without being at freaking -2 or whatever on your master fader. Bring it down. That's why my modern Massive 2 is as low as it is, because of that reason. Because I know that we like to pump it up and make it crazy. Well, you're just kind of like, if you're not gain matching, which I'm kind of terrible at, not the best at, I often forget. And so that's kind of why I did that, for my own sanity. You bump it up, And then I will start to bring things in, right? I'll bring the bass in. I'll start low and I'll bring it in and I'll go too far and then I'll bring it. I'll kind of do this sort of thing where I'm like, I find the sweet spot. And then same with the guitars. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. What is gain? Asking for a friend. Volume. Literally, turning up your volume. These things. This stuff. See where everything wants to live, man. What you get from going to the gym? I don't go to the gym. Let me see. We'll get to some questions and stuff here before we get into the full mix walkthrough. Let's go here. I did something similar when I quit releasing music. The homie that I felt I couldn't be as good as was heartbroken when I told him he had an influence on my decision. I also apologized years later. Yeah, dude. It's crazy, you know. It's crazy that you went through something similar. I feel like everyone does, but I think that, you know, being honest with yourself to realize, you know, I'm just not, I had to realize, like, I'm just not working as hard as he is to, like, get as good as he is, you know? But also, I realized that my calling wasn't guitar, right? Because Adam Bentley is amazing at guitar. He's amazing at guitar. He's an amazing songwriter. He's amazing at mixing. I still use some of his techniques in my mixing. And so you just have to appreciate that, you know, it's those people that actually in the bottom kind of like line, they're making you better, dude, because you want to get better because of that. You know, sometimes it's toxic and you're just like, why even try? Don't do that, man. This is me telling you, stop. Don't do that. There is room for everyone here. And so keep going and do it because you love it, not because you're trying to be the best. Just do it because you love it, and that'll naturally happen. If you're, you know, if you're climbing, sick. If not, just have fun, man. Ruben! 20 months in a row. Sheesh. What did Daniel say? I think I missed it, but are you sidechaining the low-ended guitar to the bass on this one or no? I am not, dude. It's because I'm taking care of the bass with the dynamic EQ. You know, the ZL equalizer. I said that on purpose, by the way. I'm using Pro Q4, but Pro Q3 on this one, actually. But you can see I'm taking care of it there, so I don't really have to. Like, I'm going all the way up to 80, dude. And all of my bass and stuff mainly live around here, but there is some mid stuff in the bass that I want to kind of chill on the guitar at so the bass can still do its job. Let's see what else. It's what you get from going to the gym. Okay, I got that one. I know, dude, I'm just messing with you. Oh, no, I love that. Thank you for doing that, though. Because there is some people who don't know. Ray, what up? Good evening, gentlemen. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here, man. Man, why has no plugin company made a plugin called Bench Press? Just gives massive gains. I feel like the Venn diagram of gym homies and plugin homies. I know. Yeah, dude, that is so true. What would it be? Would it be something similar to like Oxford Inflator or something? Because I think so. Imagination outgrows your skill. That's true too. That's why I use MIDI guitar. You know, I knew that I wasn't going to be an amazing guitarist because, I mean, it's doing really good right now, but I have this thing. We're good right now. But when I start to get try to get pinpoint accurate with what I'm doing, I have like, it's not officially diagnosed, but I think what it is called is essential tremor. It's pretty bad with the left right now. It's not that bad. But whenever I try to get pinpoint, sometimes it'll do what it wants. Like I'll twitch the way. Sometimes you'll see me when I'm like working on something in the DAW. Well, you'll see my like mouse twitch. That's that thing, dude. And so anyways, the source of your guitar tone is so nice. Big part of the chain being that simple. Yeah. Exactly. The source is really good. Now I did do some stuff on this preset because they have a post and or a pre and a post EQ with some compression, and so I did some stuff on there. So when you get that preset, which again it's on Patreon, it's you're gonna get really close right away. You're just gonna have to carve out some frequencies that are poking out in your mix, and so it's sick. Let's see what else. Simple can yep sound good too. Yep. Camille, what up? Yo, Chris, what's good? Let me show you. Let me show you what's good, dude. No sound right now. Just been to the theater and watched the new Avatar on my way home. Didn't want to lose my streak. Thanks, dude. Too much blast beats. Sheesh. Bench press would be upper compressor of some sort. Yeah. I think I have the same thing. I honestly wanted to play the guitar so much, and I fought my way through it. Yeah. I think for me, it's like I don't know why we do this to ourselves, but like I want to be Steven Toronto good. I want to be Jakub Zetsky good. And if I'm not, I don't want to play. You know, I'm not like that anymore, but that was my thought process. But I didn't take the time to like really grind, right? I'd much rather grind on like the song than like the playing, which is why I do what I do now. Same session issue that Scott from Scott's bass lessons has. The reason why he plays bass with those gloves on. I don't know what you're referring to. I've never seen him. I'm curious what you mean. You should send me what you're talking about, dude, or throw it in the Discord. Just got myself a 30-inch baritone to start writing the lowest of low riffs. Ooh, Neil. Hey, don't tease me with the good time, bro. But also, I better see you. Oh, I gotta check the freaking. I better see you on the community jams. Oh, yeah. We had some sneakers, dude. All right, community jams is closed. We have 22 submissions. When you write the song, do you keep in mind someone might need to be able to play it live? Of course. For sure, dude. And here's the thing is sometimes, depending on the song, that person is me. And so I have to like kind of chill. But that's the other cool thing about doing it this way is you can really slow it down and not lose quality, right? That's great. Yo, Project Zero, what up? What's going on? I was looking up people like Tom Cyril, Josh Milton, Jesse Cash when I was growing up. So that is a huge, yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it in your songs, dude. I'll be back on CJ soon. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let me give you guys another contact check of this. We're going to be doing a mix walkthrough. We just went through guitars, but we're going to be doing a mix walkthrough of this. Go over your master bus. Yes, we will definitely be doing that, dude. Faux show. Check it out. 'em. I gotta do that. That's my other goal. Finish freaking songs. Anyways, here's vocals. I know this is the #1 topic right now. 2 years ago, I wouldn't be able to solo this. Even a year ago. how dirty that is. That one's better.
Crystals in my veins, frozen still, can't see my hand, but I'm awake. This is a nightmare, but I'm still here, still gone, still nothing at all.
There it is. So we're about to get into the full mix walkthrough. I'm going to go through everything in this. You can see it's nothing crazy. But, you know, I have stuff on, I have a band bus, I have an instrumental bus, like the whole instrumental. I have, I don't think I have vocal bus, but I have stuff going on in here. And so I'll show you guys all of that stuff. Now, in order to see that, you got to be a part of the Patreon. And the Patreon is, dude, it's a $5 bill and then $2 after that. It's cheap. It's really cheap. And so, but just know that it's supporting me, man. It's keeping me doing what I'm doing. And so I'm very grateful for all the Patreon members. All you guys right here, look. All those guys, dude. I couldn't be doing this if it wasn't for them. And so I'm grateful for every single freaking person here, including you who are here right now in stream. But it's because of these Patreon homies and the people who sub keeps me from having to go do AV again. Frog Fangirl, thanks so much for coming by. You're the best. Have a good day. David's back. Ah, shoot. Shh, don't tell him what I said. Don't tell him what I said about him, dude. Do you have another bus for synths? I do. I don't know if it's going through anything, though. I don't know. He said, what? Don't tell him, dude. Chat, don't tell him. All right, dudes. I have to get set up. YouTube homies, I'm going to be on the Twitch side for a little bit longer, chilling, because I have to get the stream up for the Patreon homies. Let me just show you something really quick, because I don't just have mix walkthroughs on there, dude. Promise. Let me show you. Collections. Stop it. Come on. I have to change these little icons. But these are the things that we have in here. MIDI files, exclusive streams, mix templates, groove packs. This one I need to get back to doing. You can see there's only one in there. Routing template, presets, multi-tracks. This will be, I'll have more stuff going on in here. Another thing I want either in here or somehow is drumless tracks for the homies. Now it's a little tricky because there's some bands that want these riffs that I'm making. And so that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why some of them aren't here. And so, but yeah, I've done 13. That's crazy. I've done 13 sample packs. But these are monthly. But anyways, are those vocals from your mouth? The one on your face? Dude, they are. They really are. One thing, let me show you something really quick. This is important. I'm going to turn off my chain. Let me show you, actually, let's turn it on for a second, and then I'll show you it off. Also, Daniel, look at my waveforms, bro. Don't look too hard. Just kidding. Check it out.
Crystals in my veins, frozen still.
Let me just do this one.
Crystals in my veins, frozen still, can't see my hand.
I'm going to turn off. So you're still going to hear the delays and stuff because it's on the return stuff. But I'm going to turn off all of the effects.
Crystals in my veins, frozen still, can't see my
I'm actually going to mute them.
crystals in my veins, frozen still, can't see my hand, but I'm awake. This is a nightmare.
This is with it on.
Crystals in my veins, frozen still, can't see my hand, but I'm awake. This is a nightmare.
Is that still post-pitch correction? It's pre-pitch correction. It's pre-pitch correction. And I'll talk about all of that stuff when we get into the mix walkthrough. But YouTube homies, like I said, I'll be chilling on the Twitch for a few more minutes. But do you want the mix walkthrough? And if you can't make it, like if you don't have time to chill, you're like, oh, I missed the mix walkthrough. They're going to be in the Patreon. All of the mix walkthroughs. This is the 10th mix walkthrough that we're going to be doing. And so I'll show you. Let me show you. Oh, I'll be back Tuesday. Should be. Yeah, I'll be back Tuesday. Wait. Ned. Thanks for joining the Patreon, dude. My God. All right, homies. YouTube homies. We'll see you soon, okay? Appreciate you so much. Like and subscribe. I hate saying that. But anyways, do it.